Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. We have already started here. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Murphy.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling.
He's had a hit! That is decidedly lacking.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Gordon going full tilt down the left. Van der Vaart.
Foden.
Now it's Messi! Oh, the ball's come loose here. He gets big! Shad gets good distance on it. And here's Messi. And he's running through Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Kimmich. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Shad can get it clear. Oh, what? Van der Vaart! That's another chance! And it's a goal! He has gobbled up his 20th goal. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Leicester have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Foden.
The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Livramento is there and he can get that clear. Kimmich. Messi. Bruno Guimaraes. No, that was never going to make it.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Mbappe. Big header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And we have our very first corner. Barnes attempts a clearance. Newcastle have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Tonali. Tonali. Owen wins the duel this time. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
1 minute at a time.
Barnes. Jacob Murphy. Oh, he's found support out wide. Isak.
Defend. Yes.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
We're down, but
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Leicester, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we are already promptly back underway. Leicester carrying a one-goal lead. Barnes. Gordon! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Gordon actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This 1-0 for Newcastle United.
And it's hoisted clear. Leicester are looking to go forward now.
Good pass.
Shad spots it and intercepts. Bruno Guimaraes. That looks a good ball through. He has found the way through.
Good defense.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
150.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now this could be a chance. Tries a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Van der Vaart! And it's in! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 23, Raphael van der Vaart.
Leicester are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? Foden. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Messi. Now it's... And the shot!
Well done.
And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
After 73 minutes is number 10, Lionel Messi. Substitution on the field, number 21.
Newcastle
number 23,
choosing to make the first change. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Nicely spread. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Messi. Newcastle needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
It's Bebeto. Very nicely done. Bebeto driving forwards. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van der Vaart. Lovely bit of skill. Back when it goes. Oh, super ball. And he's straight offside. Gordon
4 added minutes has been
pinches
indicated.
it off him. There will be a throw-in. Has a goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lobbed in behind. That's that, the end. Leicester really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Van der Vaart claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument.
Tickets for the next home game are now available
What
on
are your
general
thoughts on
sale
today's game
on
then,
Ticket.
Jim?
La, 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 la. 23. Central mid. So.
So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're underway. This game of added significance only because it concludes the first half of the campaign.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Bebeto, Bruno Fernandes. Oh, sweet feet. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came... Oh, they could be caught out here. And that's been chance! There it is! An act of charity gratefully received.
The goal scorer after 15 minutes is number 18, Bebeto! Bebeto! Bebeto!
West Ham finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Times of determination. Bowen. First quarter of an hour gone. Skulls. Beckenbauer gets it all. Real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Souček really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ward-Prowse goes short. And here's Ward-Prowse. In big header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Full crew. It's a sweet ball that. Always onto this. He's been picked out. That's a lovely, neat pass. Skulls. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Ward-Prowse. Cleared away.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's a chance! Oh, he has levered that.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Interesting ball. Now it's Bowen. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Souček cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And he's had a hit! Bruno Fernandes! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Let's hope for more of the same.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leicester leading 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Cleared without hesitation. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Stood up well to him there.
The
Beckenbauer.
attendance for this match was 71,550.
Almost an hour gone. He's looking wide. And here's Mbappe. And the ball's gone astray. That is lovely. Wriggles his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this. This is what good chemistry is all about.
Nice control. Bowen! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitutions taking place.
West Ham can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Climbs up big! And the lead stays intact, just.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
That is good alertness. He's picked his way through. Brilliantly cut out.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's delightful. He is through here. That's an excellent interception. And he's gone looking for safety.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Last minute of this. second leg.
Antonio. Leicester, 2 moments now away from seeing this one out. Messi. Owen. Kimmich. He's going for goal! And that is the last effort of the game. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Bebeto taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Now big up for our players.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
And there's a lot more to...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And expectations are rising, and Decibel tries a shot! And it's a goal! The ideal start!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Leicester finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Vieira. Beckenbauer. And it's Vieira. It's Kimmich. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That'll be a throw. Gets his pass away. It's a promising position. Czech catches it safely. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Foden, driving on and making good progress. Well, now here's a good Foden! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Leicester with the corner, they're first.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kimmich. And here's Messi. And Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bruno Fernandes. Bebeto. Bruno Fernandes. Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Tries to get it clear. Cleared away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, that's a... Mbappe! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
There will be
There's
1
some
minute
great running
added
on
time.
show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, super ball! And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And Owen! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before the ball was kicked, and
Decent hit! What a wonderful goal!
boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The goal scorer.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Ya. Itu nak kena juga.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were...
He's had a hit! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Spread neatly.
Vamos.
Vieira. And he's cleared it back out. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Chance! Oh, in he goes again! It's in! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
Iya.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
The manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 19.
Leicester could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And that is as far as it goes. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
But we'll be back stronger, won't
So
we?
there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, what a difference a half can make, Peter. And the second half saw this team full of courage and energy. It's very impressive how this team turned it all around.
And with that, it's time. So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe
Hello,
as
everybody,
footballing
and welcome to
utopia.
today's
The
match.
weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And we all hope that this second meeting between these sides this season will turn out to be a good one. And it's Young. Now it's Ashley Young. Up he goes! And it's a goal! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 7 minutes is number 10.
Leicester finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Idrissa Gueye.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Now it's Gueye. Punched away. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Foden to Bruno Fernandes. Beckenbauer, and it's Vieira. Marquinhos, another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Bruno Fernandes, lovely bit of skill. And that's played in low, tries a shot! Well, now it's a has another go! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, he'll be a little vexed with himself, having done well to get there first.
He won't be happy with that one. He's through here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bruno Fernandes. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Messi, and he's gone backward here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ndiaye, given the lift of his goal. 15 minutes till half-time. Foden. Kimmich. To Marquinhos. Good running, strong and purposeful. Foden, and it's Owen. Owen! Magnificent! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
55 minutes is
He gave it plenty and some. Trashed it in.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and when his power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
Michael Owen.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Foden. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, good ball. He's had a shot! Goal! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
42 minutes is number 5, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
Leicester get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Idrissa Gueye. That's a nicely measured pass. Can he get away here? Oh, good ball! And that was very necessary. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Leicester head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Close. Can he finish? He scored! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Leicester take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Stood up well to him there. Big chance, corner. Leicester with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That'll be a throw. Mbappe! And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckenbauer. Now it's Kimmich. Owen looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
898.
Oh, that's fabulous. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Leicester have themselves a chance from the spot. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Substitution.
Pickford will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. From Pickford.
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Foden! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Substitution in progress.
Everton making consecutive changes here. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Foden. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 77 minutes is number 18, Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
So now the difference is 3. Aim forwards. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's well spotted. Ducore takes control of it and he's on the move. Ndiaye pinches it off him. Leicester can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Good read, needed to be. Ducore.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And it's Coleman. Harrison, he's in a great position. In with a header! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Leicester present their opponents with the best possible chance here. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And Chet pulls off a sensational save. He gets big, and yes, it's there! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Everton give them... And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Leicester have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Owen taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Thank you very much for your support.
Sweet.